How do men deal with some women? Men, how do you deal with some of these women? I have had some experiences with women that make me just shudder and ask myself, how does a man deal with you? How does a man deal with you? I seriously, I'm baffled sometimes. I've always been a champion of women. Um, More and more, I'm coming to realize that I think what I've been doing is assuming that most women think like me, act like me, have the same principles as I do, but they don't. I've been judging women generally based on my standards of what I do, how I live. And the sad fact of the matter is, most of them are not. They are just as toxic as the men who they accuse of being loaded with toxic masculinity. Well, there is toxic femininity, and it is real, it is bitter, it is grimy, it is dangerous. Women are dangerous. I have this saying, men are violent, but women are vicious. Vicious. And when I think about it, most of the negative experiences I've had in my life have been at the hands of women, to be honest with you. I mean, I've always been a loner, but whenever I interact with women, I have to be around women a lot, whether as co-workers, classmates, just existing in spaces together. Social media, the so-called moms groups, those some of the most toxic people. The same kind of things that we accuse men of doing, women are just as guilty. And I don't need to say not all women, just as though we don't need to say not all men. I think women operate more overtly, whereas men are more covert in their actions. Now, I will confess, men are worse. Men are worse. When you think about the things that men do as a group, perpetually, consistently, across the planet, across races, across cultures, yeah, I think men come out much worse, but women, we have our faults. Now, I try to be a decent human being, and I live my life on the principle of, I truly, honestly, sincerely live my life on the principle of, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I don't trouble people. I always say, if I do you wrong, you deserve it, because I'm not going to be the one to instigate. I'm a peaceful person. I don't trouble people. But the experiences I've had with women, it really caused me to reconsider a lot of things that I used to think and used to say. Women are some of the most toxic, vindictive, jealous, envious, bad mind, grudgeful people. They have very little respect for systems. They want to do as they please. They have very little discipline, especially when they have to work under a female boss. Women have no respect for female leadership. They claim to be, oh, we want the matriarchy and go women and go sisters. Don't believe that. They don't want that. They will undermine the authority of women in leadership. They don't like to see women in leadership. I don't know why, but they don't like it. And they will try to undermine a woman who is in leadership. Women, your secrets are not safe with women. Whether you're a man or a woman, your secrets are not safe with women. Keep your secrets to yourself. In reality, I used to make blanket statements about women, but I've just come to realize that I've really just been looking at how I live and how I think and how I act towards others and assuming that this is how all women are or most women are, but they are not. They are not. And the more I live and the more I understand human nature, men's nature, women's nature, the more I want to stay by myself.